Round 4 of the Australian Off-Road Championship, Glenn. We're here at the Loveday 400.
Love this track, been happy to be here. We made it in time after our little incident at Fink, so car's looking $1 million, and yeah, I haven't driven it yet, but it looks like it's all ready to go.
Now, it was pretty destroyed after Fink and it's looking brand new. What had to be done to the car?
Yeah, look, it pretty much, it probably is nearly a brand new car. It's new belts, new roll cage. We decided to put a new cage on it. We probably could have worked with what we had, but it already did its job once, so once is enough. And new livery, a lot of new parts, like list as long as your arm with new parts, but you got to do that. So everything did its job in the crash, so we're pretty happy to do that.
And yes, you talk about new livery, it's got kick-ass all over it. Tell us about how that all came about.
Yeah, look, they're sponsoring the Queensland Rally Championship. Got to know them. They're interested in what we were doing for Dakar. They wanted to get on board with that. And then it just grew to they want to be on board with everything. And yeah, they're a fantastic company to be involved with. And we're happy to be flying the flag for them.
You've been out and done a bit of a recce of the main track this morning. What's it look like?
Yeah, they had a bit of rain last night, but I think they've obviously had a fair bit of rain out here. It's nothing like it was last year. Last year it was dusty, a lot of bull dust, really soft sand. Now it's really hard packed everywhere, so no dust at all today. I'm sure they'll get a little bit of dust later on in the weekend, but it might be a bit hard on some of the parts on some of the cars, so it'd be interesting to see how that all goes.
And how do you feel about what you're about to take on this weekend?
Look, I'll just get back into it. There's no point worrying about what happened. We just start again and just do our same old thing. There's always those couple of guys that are a bit quicker than us, but we like to be the next best, and we'll aim for the same thing again this weekend.
7 left, into 6 right.
The track's fantastic. Normally when we come to these off-road events, the track evolves so much during the weekend, etc. And we found this year that our notes that we wrote here last year were almost spot on. I mean, we made very, very minimal changes to them. A lot of the places we were taking some of the rough stuff out. I know it will evolve over the weekend and get slightly rougher, but at the moment the rain and weather and Tony and the guys here have prepared a really good track. So we're really looking forward to it.
Now, I noticed before, we're talking about the new livery on the car and new sponsors. I noticed you had another new sponsor and you're playing around with a nice little toy before. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we've got Speed Socket on board. They're a partner of mine. They're a fantastic Australian product. So some very clever guys here have designed a special socket that allows their own wheel nuts to be able to come on and off the car without having to touch them and take them off with your fingers and all that. It retains the nut inside the socket, so it makes it a lot less fuss, a lot quicker on time. You can't get debris and damage inside the wheel nut and or lose them on the ground when you take them on and off. So it's win-win-win all around. Fantastic product, and we're stoked to have them on board.
It's always good to have a bunch of people supporting the car and the team. What's your plans for this weekend?
Look, we tried not to think about the championship at all the way along, and that was working well until one small little mistake at Fink. We know how that happened and why it happened and all those sorts of things, so I think our strategy wasn't the reason for that, so we'll stick to the original plan, which was just concentrating on ourselves, doing our best, and that's been good enough so far this season, so we'll try and stick to that.